Howdy everyone, this is your buddy BP, and this is Mass Effect. Mass Effect 1, to be exact. I am a big fan of the Mass Effect games. The ending to the whole series, controversial, yes, I agree. But for a game like Mass Effect, for a game series like this, it's not really so much about the destination than it is about the journey. And the journey through Mass Effect is extremely fun. I love these types of games. A lot of RPG elements, a lot of action. Lots of lore. I love the sci-fi. I like space opera things where you can just get in a spaceship and explore the universe and meet different cultures and species and civilizations and all sorts of interesting technology. I just love this sort of thing. It just clicks with me. It's one of my favorite series, and I'm really looking forward to playing this with you. Before I begin, just a few things I want to mention. I am using a couple mods here. I'm using a textures mod, I believe called the Mass Effect Updated Improved Textures mod. It's very kind of a mouthful, but at least it's pretty simple. It's a very easy name, I guess you could say. Also has a Soft Shadows mod, just to improve the visuals. Mass Effect 1, it's a fun game. It's a little flawed, and it is a little flawed though, but one of those flaws is the textures hasn't aged very well. They kind of look very muddy. They lack a lot of definition. They're not as sharp as they should, and this new textures mod just really improves it a lot. You have to do a little bit of tinkering with the game files. You have to go in and readjust the settings so it can handle texture files that are much larger than what it can normally handle. So it's not too hard though. The real hard part is the download. It's like an 11 gig download. It's pretty big, but it's worth it, as you're about to see, because these textures are gorgeous. So yeah, there's that. This is neither going to be a Paragon or Renegade run. I'm not like going full one or the other. I'm just going to like build my character and kind of role play around it and just do whatever it is I feel is right for the character. So there's that. I'm also not like specifically going out of my way to do a romance with any one character. I know there's a lot of romance options and everything in this game. I'm not planning on going for any particular character to have a romance thing with. I don't know, maybe if you all want me to do it, I can. By the time you're watching this, I'll probably already be a few episodes in. I'm recording a lot of these sort of in advance, and I'm going to be editing it as the time goes along. But yeah, there's that. I'll also be going through a lot of codex entries, especially at the start of the game. Game's fun, but the beginning is a little slow because it needs to spend a lot of time to do a lot of like world building and things like that. So there is a lot of that. I will be going through that. Of course, you can just skip through it if you want, but I think it's important to the story to understand the game universe and the whole lore behind it, and I think it's interesting. I like it. I will also be playing with subtitles on for your convenience, and I will be trying my best to see if I can make these videos 60 frames per second. I'm not going to be using fraps to record this like I have been in my previous games. I'm using Shadowplay, which is NVIDIA's video capture software. Did some testing with it. Looks like it works very well, and it's not as resource intensive as fraps, so I can run this at 60 frames for 60 frames, buttery smooth. So I'm going to see if I can try to record these videos at 60 frames as well. Oh, and one last thing, I'll be playing on the normal difficulty just to start. Maybe I'll readjust it later. So if it gets a little too easy and I feel like I need some challenge. But yeah, and that's it. Enough blabbing. I've been talking enough. Let's go ahead and begin our journey. Alright, I'm going to start a new career for all y'all.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
Thank you.
Classified information requested.
Yes, let us connect to the database. Yes, that is what we are doing now.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Alright. And we're going to do a new character. Do all that. And this is probably the part where most other people would just like go over all the details of the changes that they're making to their character to readjust all the facial features. That drives me nuts when I see that in games like this. You'd have to sit a few minutes with people going, oh, here's me adjusting the neck thickness and the eyebrows, and here's me adjusting the cheekbones and the lips and the hair and the eyebrows and the irises and the nose, and here's me going back to the hair because I changed my mind, and blah 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 blah. and I'm watching all this, and I'm just thinking,
Y'all finished or y'all done?
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Just get on with it already, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go ahead and skip that part for you, and so we can get to the game sooner. Alright, we have our character, Sister Shepard, an Earthborn war hero infiltrator who is also a strong, independent black woman who doesn't take sass from anyone. That's my character, and I'm sticking with it. Let's begin our journey. Yes, confirm.
Identification.
Oh yeah, and all this. Level up. Actually, no. I might want to have them do, might have them level up a certain way. Target assist, I'll just keep that at normal. We'll set it to defense only, actually. Let them concentrate on that, and I can concentrate on using my party's abilities in combat. I kind of like managing that. Yeah, subtitles, autosave, alright. Let us begin. And that is a Mass Effect relay that we're looking at right now. We're going to be seeing plenty of those.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets.
Yeah.
Learned to look out for herself.
Sister Shepard's from the
She proved
streets.
herself during the Blitz. Held
Better
off enemy
believe she
forces
did.
on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
She's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
Yeah, you better believe it.
We can't question her courage.
You cannot.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Yeah, you better go make that call. In the year 2148, explorers of Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling the travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it... Wait for it. Mass Effect! Yay! I can't believe I got that all in one take. Whew. Alright, there's Jupiter. It looks so ugly when I was playing with the original textures.
Prime relays in
But these new
range.
textures are gorgeous.
Transmission sequence.
Look at all that.
Commander?
Yeah, I'm just a planet Neptune. You might want to cut away from me. There we
We are
go.
connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
Thank you, Seth Green.
Relay
I mean
is
Joker,
on.
sorry.
Acquiring approach
Excuse me.
vector.
Joker is what I meant to say. A lot of great voice
All
actors
stations
in
secure
this.
for transit.
Excuse me, badass coming through. Dun dun! Sister Shepard and her
Approach run has begun.
high texture armor now. Oh my god, the new textures are so gorgeous. They look so much better than the old ones. I love this game, but the textures in the original game are just so ugly looking.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Make it so. Whee!
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
He's kind of got a point.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant.
Don't!
Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Yeah, good job pissing him off there, Seth Green.
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright, here we are in our ship, and now we have command of our character. Hey, Joker.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Yeah, I probably don't. But we're going to do it anyway, so I can show off some of this stuff. Our squad menu, so we can do some of our... this is where we adjust our characters and get upgrades and everything. All of that good stuff. And let's see here. What do I want to take? This is where we can take all of our other abilities. I can get sniper rifles later. In fact, I might want to build up to that. Yeah. Really want to get that shield boost, though. Yeah, I'll do that, because I'll be needing shield boost later for some defense, and yeah, I'll take some for pistols. I'll adjust all this other stuff later when I get the experience for it. And that's our journal, so we can keep track of all the stuff we have done. And this is our codex. This is where we learn about like some of the game mechanics and the history and all that good stuff. But this is where all the primary stuff. This is where all the interesting little bits about the history of Mass Effect is. And I'll be going through this a lot, especially in the early parts of the game. So if y'all want to skip through that, that's well and good by me. I'm not forcing your hand, but I think this is part of the game. This is something that I think is a big part of it, is the world building and learning about how the sort of the culture here works in this future civilization. So let's go ahead and look at some of this. And the game reads them for us, so that's so nice. Alien Council races.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
And that's who Nihilus was that we just saw. He is a Turian, and we'll be seeing a lot of them. They are very prominent in the Mass Effect universe, and they and human beings do have a rocky relationship because of this First Contact War, which we will be hearing a lot about.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
And that's who we are. We are the... what is this again? The Alliance? The Systems Alliance, to be more exact. Kind of like Earth's military. That is who we are. That is what we are representing. This is an Alliance ship. But that fella we talked to... let's go ahead and view the... mark them all as views. That Turian fella... Nihilus, he is not part of the... not part of the Alliance.
We're getting dragged, right along with it.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
This is Navigator Presley. He'll tell us a little bit more about things. So which is the First Contact War
Congratulations,
inspectors.
Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
What are you
Sounds
arguing
like you don't
about?
trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
No, go on.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Yeah, let's talk about our stealth systems.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what, though?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Let's talk about the captain.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself.
Oh, there's
Don't
one hell of an
send a
image.
soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Now let's talk about our Turian Spectre friend Nihilus.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was a while ago, though, dude.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Alright, I'll look into it, you big baby.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on M.E.U.I.T.M, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
And this is Jenkins, oh boy.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
No kidding.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Alright. What do you know about Nihilus?
Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Dude, chill.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Man, chill the freak out, Jenkins.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
Let's learn some more about these Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Ooh, that sounds a little sketchy.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
Yeah, but there aren't any human Spectres, are there?
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre.
Damn right.
You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed? That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
Let's learn more about our destination, Eden Prime.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Jeez, chill out, Jenkins. I'm out of here.
The captain's waiting for me.
Damn
Goodbye,
right.
Commander.
Take a chill pill, Jenkins. Alright, we got a few more codex entries. By the way, under our second thing, we have our personal history, which tells us a little bit about who we are based on the selections that we made at the beginning of the game. I kind of skipped over that for y'all's convenience. But yeah, we also have a few more stuff for our primary. Look at this. Check this out.
Roughly
oh wait, no, never mind. We already learned about them.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
Yeah, we'll be learning a lot about Spectres. They're a big part of the Mass Effect universe.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
And that is the First Contact War. It's how humans made first contact with the rest of the galaxy at large. Kind of a uneasy story. Almost ended in a horrible act of mass violence, but it didn't. And now we're all good. And here is Nihilus. I don't see the captain, though.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Where's the captain?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I don't know.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
What are you getting at here?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Duh.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean? Tell me more about these Protheans.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Still, I gotta say, makes me feel a little uneasy. Like there's more to this.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
For what?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill.
That's
why
true.
I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
My name?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Alright, I'm down. What do we do next?
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Let's learn more about these Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Such as?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Terminus systems?
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alright, makes sense. Let's go get it.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
Of course.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
Sister Shepard's like, y'all seen this shit?
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Oh, crap.
Engaging stealth systems.
Yes. Stealth systems engaged. Sneaky,
Somebody
sneaky.
was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Yeah, it sucks for those survivors. They're just gonna have to deal with it.
You're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Be that way.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Alright.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
And here we are. Very, very nice. There is the Normandy. So cool watching it take off.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Yes, sir. And this is Eden Prime, and it is not looking too hot. I think we've got some new things here. We have Caden. We'll just go ahead and give him barrier. And sure, we'll give him first aid as well. Jenkins? I don't care what he takes. Don't get too attached to Jenkins. Yeah, let's go ahead and mark all those as viewed. And I think we have a couple more codex entries now.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Yeah. The Hanar, they're very interesting. We will be hearing a little bit more about them. They're not too prominent in the game. We don't see them all that often, but they are very interesting. So, and the Protheans are also a big deal. We will be hearing a lot about them in this game.
The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
So yeah, the Terminus systems, kind of like the Wild West of the Mass Effect universe. And of course we got some other secondary stuff, and we can mark that as red. And I think that just about does it for this first episode. We will be exploring more of Eden Prime in the next episode. And you know what? Since I'm already here, I'm going to take off these stupid freaking helmets. I don't like my characters wearing the helmets. I think they look silly. Can't take Jenkins' helmet off. He just loves that helmet. He's attached to it. But yeah, we're going to look like badasses, though. Sister Shepard can't have that helmet messing up her nice hair. But yeah, if you like this video, then spank that like button. Also, don't forget to leave a comment in the comments section if you have any feedback for me. I love hearing back from you, and I try to respond to as many people as can. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.